Hi, you guys. Day 3. One of my favorites, personal development. When I found out that one of the vital behaviors for this business was to read, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I have to read every day. I'm a reader. I get grounded from Amazon quite a bit. So if I have to work this business, I have to read. Well, the key is you're reading, but you have to implement what you're reading. So use pens in your books, use highlighters in your books, mark them up, junk them up, and take notes too. So there are so many awesome books out there, and you guys are going to hear from a lot of different coaches throughout your journey, and they're going to be telling you about a bunch of different books. My list to get is still, I still get more books. So I'm just going to go through a couple of my top favorites, and some of the coaches in here will probably add to this, like in the comment section, about some of their favorites too. So the very first one that I love, and some of you may have read, is I started with The Energy Bus. Now, and it's a quick read. It's an easy read. It's a quick read because it's a story. If you want to feel good and want to go change everything, you're going to want to read The Energy Bus. And it gives you a great way and a great sense on how people see you, and you don't really know what you're doing or how you're coming across to everybody else. And it makes you think twice about what you're saying and what you're doing. There is also a kids version. So this is going to be for both of my kids this summer. And I can't wait to say, get off my bus, or get on my bus, or we need to reroute the bus. But The Energy Bus, such a good book, and it makes you feel good, and it makes you want to get out there, and it makes you want to do. The Compound Effect, Darren Hardy. It is a meaty read. There is so much information in here. And it is a business book. It is a take these steps, and it is a no messing around. You want to be successful, you pay attention to Darren Hardy, and he's got a lot of good books out there. He just had a new one, the Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster. Glenn will tell you he listens to that in his car every day. I know there's going to be guys in this training that listens to the coaches training too, and I apologize for this next one. It might help you because you have coaches that are going to be women on your team too, but successful women think differently. This is so good because we all know men think differently than women, but this, to get our foot in the door and to run our own business, we think differently. We think with our hearts a lot, which is good in this business, and we relate in this business, but business people, we need to think business to grow our business. And this book kind of puts it together with using your heart and making a business. Okay. Go for No by Eric War is his last name. There's two for him I'm going to tell you about, but Go for No is a quick read. And there's a coach in here that she'll comment on here that this is probably the best book. This book is telling you to get your customers to say no. Every time you go to get them to say no, which means you're doing your business right. This is probably one of my favorites because it lets you know that, oh my gosh, I'm doing it right. If I'm getting my no's, I'm doing it right. It is a great read, and you just smile because it makes you feel that you're okay. If that next no makes you're closer to your yes. So Go for No is a must-have, and it is when you're down at the bottom of the barrel, pick this up and read it again, because literally it's an hour read. So it is that book that you're like, okay, I need to read this, so to remind myself I'm doing it right. GoPro by Eric War. This one is, oh my gosh, the stuff that he tells you to do, and he tells you to write down, and you will go back to this one. And when you make your lists about going out to meet people and everything, that's a whole nother training. But this one is like the network marketing, and it's not a bad word, and the whole 9 yards. It's good, people. It's good. And right now I'm reading The Slight Edge. The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And The Slight Edge is about doing all the little things that everybody is not. And as long as we do the little things, our business is going to grow. Now, I went through a bunch of different books. 2 things you can do. You can be reading the books like this. You can be reading the books on your Kindle. I like to mark up my books. There also is an app, the Audible app, that you can be listening while you're driving to personal development. So I have both. I have books on there that I listen to. So your call to action for this is, what are you going to read first? Where are you going to go? Where in your personal development do you need to go? Do you need to work on, oh my gosh, I need to be more outgoing, I'm going to do the energy bus, or I'm going to go the Eric War route first and I'm going to go for no's first? Where are you going with your personal development first? And there is a app, and there's an awesome app, or there's an awesome book that I have on my app. And send me a personal message and I'll tell you about your first book that you should download on there. And that is your call to action if you want to know about my secret book. Beth knows about it. Beto knows about it. Heather knows about it. It's an awesome book. So you guys, your business is going to take off as long as you do your personal development. It's one of my favorites besides inviting. So way to rock day 3, and we'll talk to you later.